Alright you guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. Now I do apologize, I still am a little sick, so my voice is still a little bit off. But today we are finally going to be patching all of the holes that I have cut in previous episodes, videos, whatever you want to call it. That would be this big hole right here, that big hole right there, and that hole right there. Now I don't think we're going to be fixing any of these holes, maybe the ones on the farther side, but the one that's closer to over there, not so much, because once this gets stretched out, it's probably just going to pull it back open more. And I do think that we're going to be cutting the inner rockers fully out in today's video as well on both sides. I think I'm going to just order the entire piece instead of just patching it, because this side you can see it's all busted all the way along, completely gone in that corner, and then also same on that corner, so it doesn't make sense just to patch it if I can just buy the full panel and just fully replace it. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now today we're going to be trying something a little bit different. Now, besides my multiple bevs that I have here, I also bought Bondo because we're going to be doing more Bondo work, but that's not for today's video, for a separate video. I've got some JB Weld auto weld and some sheet metal, and pretty much what we're going to be doing today is cutting out the pieces to patch over those holes, and then we're going to be JB welding them on, because the welding setup that I have right now just does not work for welding these in. If you've been watching, you have seen I kind of welded these ones in. They're welded in a little bit, and then I have some seam sealer over the entire thing to fully seal it from any moisture. But it looks like shit. It works. This one's a lot nicer than the other one, but this metal is very old, it's very rusty. As much as you clean it, it's super thin, and the welder just burns straight through it. So what people were telling me was that 3M makes a pretty much the same thing as JB Weld. It's a glue. It's two parts that you mix together, and it's supposed to be super strong, just as strong as a weld. And this is the JB Weld variant of it. This is for automotive use, high strength, sandable in 30 minutes, great for dashboards, trim, bumpers, grills, body, and door panels. So we're going to be trying this stuff out. And then I still have my, whatchamacallit, seam sealer right here, so that we can fully seal it off. And we're going to see how well that works, because welding just isn't doing it. I need more practice. I need an actual MIG welder setup, because this is just flux core, and it's just burning straight through everything. So we're going to put the welder to the side for right now, and we're going to try and glue this car back together. Alright, so first things first, we need to measure these and see how big the pieces need to be cut out, and then we're going to cut all of them out, place them all down, glue them down, and then seam seal them all in. Alright, so I got my 3 pieces, and now comes the fun part of trying to glue these things in. Alright, so I had this thing all set up, but no matter how hard I press on this plunger, it doesn't want to go down. So I got it to go down. And it has a super cool tip. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like spirals in here, so that when you press it, it mixes it together in the actual tip of the gun? I don't know what you want to call this, but we're just going to press an even amount all the way around the edges, and then place it down and stick it. Alright, so I went ahead and patched these 2 holes as well, as you can see. I started to do some seam sealer because I got bored. Seeing that crevice right there and there. So we're just waiting for this stuff to fully cure. Now I am a little bit worried because this stuff doesn't seem to be sticking the best, and I read that if it's rusty or greasy, which this stuff is, then it doesn't stick the best. So hopefully it adheres well. I'm going to let it sit way longer than 15 minutes. It says 15 minutes. It should be ready to sand and work on, but we're going to wait way longer than that in hopes that it sticks. So we're gonna let this sit for right now, and then once we're ready to see the results, I will throw you guys back on. Alright, so they actually do seem to be sticking pretty freaking well. I seam sealed around all the edges, as you can see on all of them, and they're looking pretty freaking good, honestly. I know they're really patchy patchwork, but that's all I was really going for, being that we're going to be painting over it and then sound deadening over it, so it'll be pretty freaking sealed. But we're going to wait for this to dry, see how well they're sticking, and then go from there. I'm going to clean up the area a little bit, take all the stuff out of the Jeep, because we are going to be getting ready to start degreasing all this and vacuuming and cleaning so that we can start putting some Pour 15 down. I don't think we're going to be doing that in today's video. I just wanted to finish all the patchwork in today's video, and we're like 95% there. Now, while I was waiting, I tried once more to get my latches back in, and I need a new rotary tool because I need to cut back farther this way, because as far back as the pin goes, it doesn't line up perfectly with the hole. And then what I'm going to end up doing is doing some tack welds on a nut here so that I can just thread the thing in and then tighten it from the bottom, and it'll be all professional and ready to go. And I also finally rewired my O2 sensor back here. So this is all wired back together. It ended up getting melted when I did the head swap a while ago, so that's finally all sorted. I can't start it because the battery's dead, and I don't have jumper cables with me because they're in my work truck, and I don't have my work truck here. I have the Passat here, and I can't even drive here anymore. Oh, you can't even see because they're planting new grass all over here. So yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see if that actually fixed it. But I'm gonna do some more cleaning up around the shop, and then once this is all dry, we're gonna be able to see if this patchwork actually worked. Alright, so I think this is where we are going to be ending off today's video, because we have accomplished what I wanted to in this video, which is completely patching all the holes, and we did just that. Now, I was going to cut out the inner rockers, but I'm not going to do it just yet. We're going to save that for another video, but they look pretty freaking good for first time. Yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments. Is JB welding your floor patches in a good alternative to welding if you're not good at welding or have really shitty metal that can't be welded to? Now, if you're not already subscribed, make sure to go and hit that subscribe button, because we're trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If you want to see Penny get finished being built, we're so freaking close to being finished. I have some more minor stuff. Next video, we're going to be Pour 15 the entire inside. I've already started to clean it, as you can see. Looks very clean, and we're going to Pour 15 the whole thing, the sound deaden it, paint all the interior, paint the carpet. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. Peace.